Time now, 8:49. If you've got a question for Charlie O'Hara, give us a call right now, 436-1212. Charlie, you staying cool outside?
So far. It's supposed to get cooler today. Clear down to like 89.
Yeah, I know. It's going to feel great. Pull out the winter coats. All right, we've got one call already on the line for Charlie. Go ahead. You're live with Charlie.
Hello?
Hello. Go ahead. What's your question?
Yes. I was asking Charlie if how hard would it be in the state of Kansas to bring up a lawful or unlawful death or wrongful death, rather, to more than one person. That may be doctors, not malpractice, but it could be against doctors. How hard would that be to do in the state of Kansas?
Well, obviously, the question is, all these things are governed by the facts of what happened. If someone's completely out of line and does something terrible, it's pretty easy to bring the lawsuit. It's pretty easy to get it done. If the facts are all over the place, it's sometimes very difficult. So it depends on a lot of things. And a wrongful death has elements it has in it, other than if you're talking about doctors' malpractice or making a mistake. Wrongful death implies a lot more. So you're going to have to go on the facts that have to do with that. I would say anytime something like that happens, it's kind of imperative that you get to an attorney quickly and have that attorney evaluate it. If you have a good lawsuit, most attorneys will take that lawsuit. If it's not a good lawsuit, a lot of attorneys will turn away from it because they have to invest time and money in those lawsuits, because most of them, the attorney is paid based on whether or not money is recovered. So if they don't have a good lawsuit, sometimes they'll turn away from it and not want to do it. Okay.
Good information. So it's not really based on whether Kansas does it or not. That's pretty much standard across the board, regardless of state.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, each case, the laws in each state differ. But I mean, in anything, if you're really wronged, you're going to have a good lawsuit. If you're not really wronged, it's not going to be nearly as good a lawsuit.
All right, let's get to another caller right now. Go ahead. You're live with Charlie. Hello. Go ahead.
Am I on?
Yes, you are. What's your question?
My wife died several weeks ago. We had medical debts. I say we. She had medical debts in her name only from a time when we didn't have insurance, and I'd been making monthly payments. I called thinking that, I'd been told when she died, her debt died. Basically, I was told Kansas law treats medical debt differently, and if we were married during the time that the debt was incurred, that I'm still responsible for it. Is that true in Kansas?
Well, I don't know that it's really true in Kansas necessarily. I think it depends on what the contract and what the agreement was with the person that you owed the money. So most things that we talk about are governed by contracts. If you're not a part of that and you weren't part of that contract and you weren't responsible for it, I don't think you'd owe the money.
All right, Charlie, as always, thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with a look at your top stories.